Hi, my name is Peter Lehndorff, and I am honored to be part of the CTFolk Festival Grassy Hill Songwriter Competition, along with actually four of my friends. This first song I wrote a couple of years after my wife had passed away, and it's really about trying to move forward, but always keeping and remembering what was in the past. It's called It Just Depends. There's a coat still in the closet. There's a purse by the door. There's a box of your stuff up on the second floor. I live in the same old house. I still have your old hound. Every day he walks in to see if you're around. But I still have a sense of humor, and I still have some real good friends. I'm easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. When I talk about the bad times, sometimes I have to laugh. Last month was your birthday, a few years now have passed. I tried to join that dating site, but I quit halfway through. They kept asking what I want. I kept describing you. I wrote, I've got a sense of humor, and I've got a bunch of friends. I'm easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. We both came with lots of baggage. We unpacked it over time. Now it fits in one suitcase. What was ours is just mine. The sun came through the curtains onto your side of the bed. I was drinking my morning coffee. I remembered what you said. You said, you've got a sense of humor, and you've got a bunch of friends. You're easygoing, although sometimes it just depends. You're easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. Thanks. This next song is a song I wrote about a young couple I saw down at a local convenience store that was down the street. And whenever this young fellow was working there, his girlfriend was there, and they were always dressed up like it was a date. Well, Billy worked on Main Street at the little store. He just bought a little truck. It was a 4x4. And Monday on his day off, he was driving down the street. He was getting hungry for something good to eat. For lunch he bought a Slurpee. He bought a Hostess pie. Then he saw her working there, was love at first sight. Heather was a pretty gal, she was tall, she was slim. He smiled at her, she smiled at him, he smiled right back again. It's a marriage of convenience, it's a marriage made in heaven. Billy works at the Cumberland Farms and Heather at the 7-Eleven. Well, Billy bought a Hostess pie almost every day. 4 or 5 weeks later, he asked her on a date. They said they might get married. They never reached second base. But Heather always kept a few condoms, just in case. They kept each other company most days of the week. Billy kept an eye on Heather, and she kept Billy on a short leash. Then one night at Billy's store while he was stocking shelves, Heather was off in the corner reading Cosmo to herself. It's a marriage of convenience. It's a marriage made in heaven. Billy works at the Cumberland Farms and Heather at the 7-Eleven. Well, a big old rusty car pulled up. It had one headlight out. A guy came in, he walked around, he was checking Heather out. He walked up to Billy and he pulled out a gun. Well, Heather knocked him out with a frozen burrito and a sack of hot dog buns. They vowed right then and there they'd never be apart. They had their wedding party in the 7-Eleven parking lot. All their guests had Slurpees, we all had Hostess pies. And one and all we offer this toast to the groom and his new bride. It's a marriage of convenience. It's a marriage made in heaven. Billy works at the Cumberland Farms and Heather at the 7-Eleven. Well, Billy and Heather, they run a little store. Heather had that burrito bronze that's hanging by the door. If you stop in to see them, tell them I said hi. And pick up a gallon of milk and a Hostess pie. It's a marriage of convenience. It's a marriage made in heaven. Billy works at the Cumberland Farms and Heather at the 7-Eleven. Billy works at the Cumberland Farms and Heather at the 7-Eleven. Thank you. This next song, I just need to tune up a little bit here. This next song is, at its simplest level, is a goodbye letter from somebody with end-stage dementia, thanking their caregiver. My wife had Huntington's disease, which is genetic dementia that Woody Guthrie had. And she received treatment at the Yukon Health Center in Farmington. And when I was at a support group, they asked me if I wanted to write a song about it. And so this tries to explain a little bit about what Huntington's is and the genetics and the mystery of it. It's called the Huntington's Waltz. When my dad got sick, I guess I was 9. We walked on eggshells, he was mad all the time. He fell down a lot, he slurred when he talked. He looked like a drunkard, never touched a drop. He He went to his doctor, he went to his shrink, and even that med school didn't know what to think. Well, no one looked back at his family tree, how his mom and his granddad had that strange malady. If I knew then what I know now, I couldn't change much of anything anyhow. It was 50-50, and life's a coin toss when you have to dance the Huntington's waltz. They had him committed back in '83. Then some brothers and some cousins had that same disease. A ticking time bomb began to go off, and we all started dancing the Huntington's waltz. When I turned 40, more or less, the Huntingtons woke up. My life was a mess. They said I was crazy. It was killing my brain. I pushed you away. Somehow you remained. If I knew then what I know now, I couldn't change much of anything anyhow. It was 50-50. Life's a coin toss when you have to dance the Huntington's waltz. Some brothers and some sisters have it as well. Their kids and their grandkids, only time will tell. I guess I'm pretty lucky to know how this ends. Thanks for sticking with me. Goodbye, my good friend. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't change much of anything anyhow. It was 50-50, but I won the coin toss when you dance with me at the Huntington's waltz. When you dance with me at the Huntington's waltz. Thanks. So for my last song, actually originally came out on my CD that I put out a long time ago called Love on the Line. And this is the title song from that. And I've kind of reworked it a little bit because it's about a long distance marriage, a long distance relationship. And as we're spending more time on Zoom and on FaceTime, and this is a virtual festival, I just thought it was kind of fit. Well, we have been married for a year or two. People think it's strange that I've never met you, but we were married on the telephone. So tell me that you love me after the tone. Tell me that you love me after the tone. Tell me that you love me alone. Buzz me, fax me, do one more time, and let's put our marriage back on the line. Yeah, let's put our marriage back on the line. Well, I gave you a ring on our wedding day. You were in Chicago, I was in LA. Your dad was on his iPad, my mom zoomed from the mall. The priest called from the church, it was a conference call. Your friends logged on to Facebook, Uncle Jim had gone to bowl. We marched down our aisles to the music on hold. Your brother played the touchtones for a hymn or two. The priest got on the line and we said our I do. Tell me that you love me after the tone. Tell me that you love me alone. Buzz me, fax me, do it one more time, and let's put our marriage back on the line. Well, we had a great reception, if you pardon the pun. You cut the cake, babe, and FedEx me some. The honeymoon was awesome. We faxed until dawn. You text me from your sofa, I text you from my lawn. Well, absence, they say, makes the heart grow fonder. That's why I'm here and you're way out yonder. Now it's time to settle down and raise a kid or two. Your doctor said for me to mail this bottle to you. Tell me that you love me after the tone. Tell me that you love me alone. Buzz me, fax me, make me go blind, and let's put our marriage back on the line. Yeah, let's put our marriage back on the line. Thank you very much.